everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. I put out I think it was a dance video. Yes, the dance video that I put out. And a friend of mine sent me a message and she said, hey, Oyinbo, she said, yes. A friend of mine sent me a message and she said, you play too much. And I told her, sister, in this life, you have to intentionally play, because you see, life is so serious. Life can be so demanding. The older you grow, it just seems like life can just be so intense. So if you don't find how to play and how to just make yourself young and childish and playful, it's gonna be too hard. So people, don't take life too seriously. Life is serious work. You have to be serious about it, but at the same time, don't take life too seriously. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluwatoyin, meaning God is worthy to be praised. I am proudly Nigerian. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and you're welcome to another episode of TY's Thoughts. And TY is the shorter form of my name, Oluwatoyin. If this is your first time watching this video, you're welcome to my channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I vlog and I just talk about my perspectives on the journey of life and living, lessons that I'm learning along this journey, lessons that I've learned in my 35 plus years on earth. And I just want us to learn from one another so that we can know better and do better. And on today's vlog, I'm going to be talking about one of those lessons, because you see, putting this video together it has squeezed me, squeeze, because, so let me say this. I had recorded this video some days ago. On that day, to get this video done, it took everything. Like, it just seemed like first I got there and I realized that I'd forgotten something somewhere else that was very crucial to doing the video, which would require a 30-minute journey. I was just going to say, I'm not doing it again. Let's just leave it. But I decided, okay, Oluwatoyin, you can do this. I drove, I got back. A 10-minute to how many minute video took almost 2 hours. So I said, okay, no problem. I finished it, got to editing, and saw that my darling video that I've used almost 2 hours to record and took me back and forth and everything had issues. At that point, I said, that's the end. I'm not doing no video this week. Like, no, but why? There are many other things to do in the world. But I asked myself a question. I said, Toyin, you've made a commitment. And if the only thing that is going to stop you from making this commitment now is just because there were challenges, then really, what's the point? Because there are many other legitimate things in life that can stop you from, if you say you're going to do something every week or every month or every day, something can happen. But when it's just the general challenges or frustrations or, setbacks, we should be able to push past them. And that's what I want to talk about today. Pushing past the challenges of life, because people of God, they will come. How many of us know that we start out with things with a lot of passion? Like, you started out 2020, there are some plans that you had passionately. I'm going to do this, I'm going to be this, I'm going to do this. If you're starting a business, you have a business plan, you have your projections, you have that thing that you just say, this is the year to do. And passion just seems like, such a passionate thing. But along the line, 2 months, 2 weeks, some people say 2 days afterwards, your passion has go. Why? Because real life was now hitting you in the face. Because when you're, planning that thing so passionately, you didn't realize that passion is just, as far as me I'm concerned, passion is just 10%. Things like commitment, dedication, long suffering, perseverance, endurance, patience, all of those words that stretch us, that we don't like. They are the things that actually make the dream come to pass. They are the things that actually ensure that that thing that you have planned to do, you actually do. And the mother of all of the words, discipline. Yes. We really don't like that word, discipline. There are many definitions for discipline. I just define discipline as doing what you need to do, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Because you see, people, what helps us to push past challenges is understanding that I have committed to this project, I am dedicated to this thing. It could be a relationship, it could be a marriage, it could be a job, You're at the job. When you were looking for the job, you prayed night and day, Lord, if you just give me this job, I will be okay. You get the job, you get there, they give you the first target, and you're like, hey, second one, third one, you start to have deadlines, you start to have early mornings, late nights, you face Lagos traffic, Abuja traffic. They always say there's no traffic in Abuja. Okay, Abuja challenges, whatever city you live in. And you begin to realize that this thing is quite intense. And before we know it, 3 months down the line, I'm leaving the job. Why? Passion has suddenly fizzled out. And the reality of life is staring at you in the face. And what seemed like the answer to your prayer, or what seemed like your big break, or what seemed like, oh, finally I'm doing this thing, is now not fun, is now requiring so much of you, and you want to give up. Push past the challenges. Many of us get into those things. So let me go back to my story. I got to edit. Video had issues. It just didn't look good. I don't know, all sorts of things. And I decided I am not releasing a vlog for this week, right? But I asked myself, Twain, you've made a commitment. So I said, okay, no problem. I will do it. This thing, I will do it. I will sit down, I will set it up again, and I will do it again. Why? Because it needs to be done. And that is the kind of commitment we need to give to life. So I don't know if you are here watching this today, maybe you started something some years ago, or maybe it was just this year, or maybe you're at that place where the challenges of life are literally staring you in the face, and you're beginning to question, you're even beginning to question if the passion was real. You're beginning to question if, who sent you message. That thing we say, who sent me message? Nigerians, we have all sorts of slangs, right? I want you to know that the frustrations, the challenges, the setbacks you're seeing are not a sign that you should not do it. Because many times that is how we interpret these things. Or maybe I wasn't meant to, or maybe they didn't send me. We always tell ourselves that if we are really meant to do something, then it should come easy. That is a lie. And then once it begins to get hard, we say, oh, maybe I wasn't meant to. That is a lie. Everybody will face those things that will make you want to stop, that will make you want to give up, that will make you want to just say, I'm tired, I'm leaving the job, I'm stopping the business, I'm ending the relationship. But you need to get to a point where you learn to push past, where you learn to push through, where you decide that passion, I'm grateful for you, discipline, I need to wear you on my head. I tell myself, Toyin, passion is 10%, discipline is 90%. I have to get up every day. I have to decide again, I'm going to do this. I have to motivate myself. I have to encourage myself. Sometimes there'll be nobody that will encourage you. It's you by yourself that will encourage yourself. And what I tell myself is, find what gets you motivated. What is your motivation? For some people, it's music, maybe it's a message, maybe it's a book, maybe it's TV. You maybe just need 10 minutes of just rejigging your brain. Whatever it is, find your motivation, but keep going at that thing. Stop giving up because of one challenge, because of one setback, because of one frustration. See, let me tell you, those things are a part of life. And we have to begin to tell ourselves the truth. Those things are a part of life. You had a business plan which you wrote in January, and you told yourself that by June, 6 months, this is what is going to happen. And then June comes, you are not even this close to what it is. Why? Because when you were writing that business plan on the 21st of January, you had no idea what was going to happen on the 22nd of February, or on the 25th of March, or on the 1st of April. You were just given a projection. But because life is what it is, it can be natural disaster. It can be health, it can be financial situations you didn't plan for. You already had the money you had set aside to say this money is for this thing. The very next day, maybe your car broke down, maybe your child had an issue, maybe your parents something happened, and that money you had projected for that business to blow by June had to go into something else. And you're like, you know what, maybe I wasn't meant to do this business, maybe this and maybe that. These things happen. And the first way that we can even help ourselves is to understand that we prepare our minds for the uncertainties of life. Very key. So that when they come, you are not moved by them. Because what happens is when they come, you first shut down for 10 years. Then you now wake up again. Once it comes, you're just like, okay, you have come, which I talked about in my last video, dealing with disappointment. You can go and watch that and then move on. But today I'm saying you have to push back. You have to push back on challenges, on frustrations, on setbacks, and do the needful. The only way that me and you will achieve all our big dreams and our big goals is by continuously going. And I always say, take life one day at a time. Don't pile the problem too much on your head. You know, you are here today, you are thinking about March 50. Please, I beg of you, take life one day at a time. Even Jesus said, today has enough worries of its own. Leave tomorrow first. Focus on today's challenges, right? Take it one day at a time. Push past it. I'm glad that you're passionate. I'm glad that you're excited. But realize that discipline is key. Commitment is key. Patience is key. And so that's what I wanted to share on today's video. Like I said, maybe at every point in time I want to do a video because this was not my topic once again. And this is exactly what happened last week as well. Oh God, lessons of life. But I guess that's what it is. I want to talk about life and living happens to me as well every day, and I have to push past life and living. I was going to talk about something else, which hopefully at this rate I will mention it in the next one if another life and living situation does not happen. But seriously, if you're watching this video and you've been at that place where because of certain things, this one is not even disappointment, this one is real challenge, real, you know, those things that just want to come and, as you say, pour sansan in your gari. It's okay. You know how you do what we do when we want to drink gari? You pour water inside the gari, then remove the sansan, you now sieve it. That's what you have to do to the challenges of life. For those of you that never did that, maybe you never went to boarding school, never drank gari, never did those, you won't understand what I'm saying. But for those of us who did, I should do a video on my life in boarding school. Would you like to hear that? Oh my God. It was, my first 3 years were crazy. I thought I was going to die. Let me know if you'd like to hear about my life in boarding school. I attended a fantastic boarding school, Federal Government Girls College, or your Fego girls if you're watching this. Up Fego, up Fego, up Fego. But it was suffering of life and destiny. But that's just for another day. I'm coming to the end of this video now. So yeah, just keep pushing past. Don't let that thing frustrate you. Don't let that thing stop you. Keep at it, keep doing it. Find the fire to ensure that the fuel of your passion or the passion of your fuel burns and keeps burning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until another vlog, I will see you. Remember to subscribe, share the video, and I really like to read your comments. So if you've gone through this, or if you've gone through an experience where you would have just given up, but you push past, share with us and let us hear from you. Thank you.